Vibe check time. It's actually perfect lighting, to be honest.
Okay.
All right, hold on. Give myself the get out of tech.
Okay,
brain.
get out of tech brain.
All right, thanks for joining us for the vibe check.
Right. We're scoping, we're absorbing, we're reflecting.
Yeah. All right, don't interrupt me. All right, ready?
I'm ready. Born.
Yo, what up? How your mama doing? I'm QC, man. You listening to Art versus Life, the podcast where we inform, empower, and inspire artists. I got a special guest with me, special little friend. You know what I'm saying? Somebody I might know. How you doing? You coolin'?
Coolin'.
It's Molly Indigo. It's Molly. What up, Molly? You
What
alright?
up? Yeah, I'm alright.
Yeah, I like the jacket.
Thank you. Someone once told me I look like Danica Patrick.
I don't know who that is.
She's a NASCAR driver.
Sounds hilarious though. You got your hot rod.
You don't know her? GoDaddy.com.
I'm gonna have to do some research.
It's funny to compare her to me in this jacket. Yeah.
Word. You know what I'm saying? I'm funny with the rings, the accessories always on fleek. You know what I'm saying? Always gonna do the fit check with you. If you always be on it. You know what I'm saying? It's been a long journey, yo. You know what I'm saying? You're somebody that's been rocking with Art versus Life for some years now. You know, I had the privilege and luxury of seeing you like just step into that journey, go through your changes, your growth, and all of that stuff. And I honestly feel privileged. So Thank you for that. Where you from?
Are we doing thank yous right now, or I'll save that? Thank you too for fostering the space to do that and evolve. Art versus Life, DJ QC in the building. Word.
Where you from?
I am originally from Boston, Massachusetts, but I moved to Ann Arbor, Michigan when I was like 6 or 7. So I was a Midwest transplant.
I know you as an artist, and you came out with an album recently.
May, I came out with my first EP, and I'm thinking of doing a live album.
You got a big show coming up.
I do.
Yeah, we're gonna. I will make sure I remind you to.
Okay.
Matter of fact, let them know what Can you tell me a little bit of the details of the live show coming out and a little bit of what it means to you?
Sure.
I got my questions lined up. I just want to get this.
Okay.
Feel me?
I have a show coming up October 25th at 8 p.m. at a venue that I also call home, First Live, which is in Bushwick as well. And this is an important show for me because I will be accompanied by live instrumentation for the first time on stage. So I've jammed before with bands, I've been in choirs with bands, but my original music has never been arranged and performed by musicians who play instruments. And so it's going to be fucking lit. It's going to be really magical.
Are you focusing exclusively on the EP at that show, or is it going to be kind of like a
great question. It's mostly, the vast majority of the set is unreleased.
Ooh.
They're just hiding in the archives, and they sound hella good with a band. So I was like, pull them out, focus on those ones. So none of the, maybe 1 or 2 are from the EP or out on streaming, but most of it is just my own. Trying to make it more intimate experience. Some of the stuff, I find that sometimes I end up releasing the least vulnerable stuff. And then it ends up being shittier music, ultimately. I know you're going to be like...
funny how it goes.
Yeah, like, it's lamer when you don't access the real deep stuff, and oftentimes that's more comfortable for me to, like, put onto DSPs and stuff. Safety, emotional safety. Yeah.
That in itself is a whole podcast episode.
True.
The vulnerability with the music.
Yeah. Real shit.
We're going to circle back to that.
Okay. The Notebook has me weak.
Yeah, you know.
You're so professional.
You know what I'm saying? I don't
and
know.
A lefty.
Yeah, I ain't applied for none of the grants yet. It's on my bucket list. What's it called? Everlast or
what is that?
There was like this bootleg college. The commercials were always cheesy, and it would always be like just insulting the person they're marketing to. I ain't apply. You ain't doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got no job. Come on down here to get a degree. It's like, yo,
I remember those. They were like degrading, kind of. Like, get off the couch. Those ones. And it was like a guy who's like, I got 3 kids too, but like, yeah, it was like really mean.
Yeah, it was rough. It was
It's
rough.
like, yeah, I remember those.
Nah, but real
He was
quick.
like, you're a bum. Get your degree. Yeah.
As an artist, I go through that as an artist. Some of my like cherished stuff never touched the internet.
Mm.
You know, like what's your journey with that kind of thing been like? Can you just speak a little bit about some of your feelings and a little bit of your journey as far as like being vulnerable with some of these songs? And would that happen to have any ties with the song you had about someone in your family?
Mm. Hard hitting
It,
journalism here.
well, you know,
Going straight for the jugular.
I hope that's not too
No,
okay.
I'm an open book.
I
Yeah.
bet. Well, I got these questions about
Yeah,
somebody you're
right.
possibly dating. Who is
Ah!
nah?
You know, I feel like when I decide to release a song or a single, early on, it was like definitely picking the safe choice. But I think safe is often restrictive in music. Like, you don't want to be in the safe place. That I think oftentimes for me that prohibit or like it inhibits my music.
Yeah.
And I've noticed that it do. And I notice with the ones I release, it's in a really specific musical pocket where I know how to do it. I know how to execute it. It sounds like a type of song. It is a song. I also lean into releasing the ones that have structure.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, yes, a song with a verse, a hook, a verse, a bridge, a hook. And then I'm like, oh, perfect. It makes a song real. And so I'll release those ones. But ultimately, the best songs I have go to a really profound place and often are a little more experimental form in terms of form and structure. So yeah,
Yeah. That's freaking real. First of all, I feel attacked by that
you
testimony.
should.
You're right. Triggered. Okay.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I'm awaiting my apology. And
Should have put a trigger warning.
Trigger warning.
Yeah.
Nah, but honestly, like that is definitely something real. I actually got chills hearing you talk about that because it's funny how like even if it's like explicit content or even it's just like your musical approach to a song, it can feel too vulnerable.
Yeah.
And the prospect of putting it out there for the scrutiny, the potential scrutiny of others can be very unnerving.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess that kind of like carves out like who really want to do this or not.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because it also leaves room for people to actually really connect with you.
Mm-hmm.
So mad props.
Thanks, bro. I also feel like vulnerability is what listeners are looking for. Ironically. Because that's how you connect.
Yeah.
If they're not hearing the real stuff or the place they're uncomfortable going to on their own. Yeah. I think about like the music I listen to when I'm sad or need this kind of emotion. And I look to it to shift my mood. Yeah. I look to it to put me in a certain place, to inspire me. And I think, what do I need from that music? Yeah. And how do I give that to my audience?
Yeah. It's so easy to put those ideas to the wayside when you're the artist.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's interesting. All right, I have a question.
Hit me.
Would you say you love to sing?
Yes.
Okay.
It's probably what I love to do the most.
Why do you continue to sing? What is it you love about singing? What are some of the elements? What is it about it?
Not sure if anyone's ever asked me that. I've been singing my whole life. I mean, I remember being very young and I recall now almost like studying at that age, the music itself. And the way I studied it was mostly imitation and mimicking of like actual vocal quality. And I had an amazing inspiration growing up. Both my parents have incredible taste in music. And I grew up in the 90s. And so I'm like, a lot of that being surrounded by music and knowing I could sing early on put me in a position to just like, I don't know, I like to show off, so that always like put a little edge on things, like, oh, go flex.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't start making original stuff until 5 years ago. And that's a totally, completely different journey than being a vocalist alone who is self studied and loves to sing.
Mm.
And I would say I love to sing more than I love to be an artist.
I get you.
I am, in my heart and soul, I am a technical vocalist.
I get you. You be singing.
Thank you.
You be singing. It's actually kind of hilarious. Like, I'll be mad proud when you walk in. You know what I'm saying? Your little self walk into the venue, all modest, probably your hands like this. You know what I'm saying? Your arms, you know, your little legs. You know what I'm saying? The glasses, the unassuming glasses. You know what I'm saying? I remember the last joint you did at Daily Press when you came to join us. And you know what I'm saying? You got your little drink, whatever. And then you get up, grab the mic. You got like this big voice. And it's not big like you know, like this overbearing kind of way. But it is just it fills the room, and not just audibly, but like almost kinetically, like you know, and it's so controlled but not contrived, you know.
Wow, thank you, Q.
Yeah, not for real. Like, I always love like watching people's body language change as you start to sing. You know.
Interesting. I don't peep that because my eyes are closed. Like, I have an issue with that. You know, body language. I need feedback from people who are watching the audience because I'm not.
Yeah. Nah, I hear you on that. I get you. And I completely understand, because especially for what you do, you really got to be tapped in with your body and your inner feelings. You know what I mean? But yeah, like I be watching, like, you know, I could tell some people are probably not really expecting that, at least. You know, they probably expecting a poem. You know,
Some therapy.
probably not. You know what I'm saying?
Get up there. How are you feeling?
That's funny, actually. You know, or either way, they just like regular, but then like they just like the conversation they were having kind of stopped, or like they would turn, they might have their back towards the stage, they might turn around at least halfway. What the fuck's going on over here?
Wow.
And yeah, man, it's powerful, and people start to ask themselves questions like, "Am I okay with this?" You know, because you got this really soulful thing going on. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And we all know, you know, how things be. So like
Say more.
people coming to terms with it. It's like, yo, if I didn't turn around, I'd have thought she was black. You know what I mean? Like, and even like some of like the rhythms, like not even just the inflections, but you know, but also just the mood, the feel, and then even some of the rhythms is like reminiscent, you know, of like what we love about like soul R. It's soul R&B. It's soul R&B, and you know, like in the history of you know this society, you know, people were taking and turning to pop and do all kinds of things with it. So it's just nice to see it just done, you know, in a way that just feels so authentic and tastefully and creatively, you know.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That means a lot to me.
Yeah, not for real. You know what I'm saying? I think there's like a Summer Walker cover you did before.
Riot.
Woo! You tearing that joint to shreds.
Thank you.
You know? I love that song.
Me too.
I think it's like a scissor song you be doing too. First of all, everybody can't just cover Summer Walker. Not everybody would choose to cover Summer. That's a very R&B type of choice.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
She's so good.
She is. So what? Speaking of artists that we listen to and shit, love. What did your parents listen to, or like, what are some examples?
My dad was into two realms. One was like R&B, rap, soul, like Sade, Erykah Badu. Ooh. I have a funny story. I'll finish. Lauryn Hill. Miseducation was like my first CD that I owned, I think.
That's a great start.
Yeah. And my dad also had this other camp that he was into, which was like white lady songwriters. Sarah McLachlan.
Wait.
Dido.
I'm sorry. Is that what it was called? You said camp? He was in a camp?
Oh no, he was in
figure of speech.
He was figure of speech. He was in his taste was in two camps. You thought he went to like a camp for white women songwriters?
Those exist.
I need to go to one of those.
All
No,
Like
you're
that.
good. Yeah. Anyway, so there was like Dido, Nelly Furtado, Sarah McLachlan, Sean Colvin.
Right.
She's not white, but like Tracy Chapman, like that whole
Right.
section.
Yeah.
And then he was also into like, I remember for Christmas one year, still in the Santa, phasing out Santa years of like believing in Santa.
Mm.
And I got The Love Below and Speaker Box. And my mom, I opened it, and my mom goes, "Oh, I wonder if Santa thought that was appropriate this year." I don't know how old I was, but too young for Where's
Caroline,
Your Panties?
Caroline.
Yeah. So,
You're the meaning of the word.
bitch. Yeah.
I think you said Caroline, but yeah.
Yeah, word. So, anyway, I had great influence. My mom was into like Motown.
Word.
Roberta Flack was a big one.
Ooh.
Aretha.
Shout out to Roberta. You know what I'm talking about.
Who else? Oh, Nina Simone was big. They both had great
Ooh,
taste.
damn, they was outside with it.
Yeah.
Where they from?
Boston. Well, my
Damn.
dad's from Western Mass. My mom's from Boston.
Yeah.
But really good taste. I have a Sade tattoo.
Word.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you showed me that before.
Yeah. It's my pride. But yeah, I don't know. I grew up around great music. There was always music on. My dad and I used to drive around and listen to music a lot. Like when I was having a hard day, he'd be like, "Let's go for a drive," and we would just listen to music, and he would help me chill out.
Wow.
Yeah, it was like I use in terms of listening and making, it's an emotional regulation tool for me
It really is though.
because it links my mind and my body
Mm-hmm.
and it puts my focus all in one place.
Yeah, I 100% resonate with that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, my mom had this saying that music calms the beast within.
Oh, that's beautiful. Yeah,
Yeah,
that resonates.
yeah. She put me onto a lot of artists. She shaped my whole musical taste and the way I appreciate music. You know,
Yeah.
like she was while music is playing, she would sit me down and like break down the different measures that's happening. It's like or
Wow.
explain the lyrics. She'll pause the song and be like, "This is what Marvin Gaye
Oh.
talking about." He's saying these years. He's randomly shouting these years in the song because those were like the years that he got married or
Mm.
divorced or the second marriage or and like he's addressing like he's trying to come to terms with his relationship with relationships. And I'm like,
Mm.
oh snap. And watching all of that happen in real time,
Mm-hmm.
and it just lets you know just how, there's a lot of in regards to music and its ability to just affect us emotionally, spiritually, there's a lot of money left on the table, you know. So I appreciate you sharing that, and shout out to your parents.
Yeah, hell yeah. Shout out to my parents.
Word, it's a great
You
relationship to
raised a
have with
real
it.
one.
All right, boom. So the artist that you are today, you take away these albums or artists, and that person's not sitting here or not
Mm.
sitting here as you are. You can take all the time you need.
Well, I will reiterate Miseducation. I mean, that was the first real singing
Mm.
I heard. I did own a cassette prior to that, which was SWV. And that was a big one for me because, well, my favorite song of all time, not that you asked, is Right Here, Human Nature, Edit by SWV. And the reason why is because it's my first memory of hearing music, like memory of hearing music. I was in the bathtub and my dad was like sitting on top of the toilet seat. I don't know, reading the paper or something, what you do in the 90s. And I was laying in the bathtub looking up out the window, and I saw a moon and I could hear the city around me and all this stuff. And it was like it was playing the SWV cassette in the cassette player, and it was my first existential moment of like, I don't know, music triggers existentialism in me. Like all of a sudden
Yeah,
my brain goes somewhere
yeah,
else. So I remember that very vividly.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's big. And being like SWV fan and the stuff you was like mentioning, those are like how people end up on my safe space list. You know what I'm saying?
I
Like
hear that.
very formative artists in my life.
Word.
That's a fact. All right, so what's some of your least favorite aspects of being an active artist?
Social media, number one.
Ugh,
Self-love, number two.
expound.
Expound. Um, I just feel like you got to be in touch with yourself to do it for real. And self-love, I guess, it's a mixed bag between like loving myself, embracing myself, allowing myself the space to express myself, kind of goes all hand in hand. But I struggle sometimes to like let myself be an artist or call myself an artist because I'm like, me, little old me.
Yeah.
But ultimately, I'm an extremely creative person with a lot of output, so that does make me that. Um, and then what else do I not like about it? You know, yeah, I guess what I mean by self love too is like it less and less over time, but it can elicit feelings of self doubt.
Yeah.
It can elicit feelings of self consciousness. And sometimes, like getting up on stage on a bad day feels like someone just saw you naked and bruised, and you're like, "What the fuck? Like, I didn't mean to expose myself that way."
Yeah. It's like somebody walking in on you in the bathroom.
Yeah, someone's in here. So, um, those are hard parts about it. But not to be like so hokey and corny, but like, would I trade any of it for that like reason? No. I need it now. It's my lifeblood. I need it.
Yeah.
Like, those things are actually indicative of growth at some
Yeah.
level. So I try to, take it for what it is as opposed to change it.
That's a fact. Somebody once told me, they was like, I wonder if you go through this, but because you seem like a pretty decisive person.
Mm.
Um, um, for artists, myself included, that struggle with um putting something out after they create it, right?
Mm.
One thing somebody told me to like encourage me, they was like, "Yo, listen, part of that is the nature of being an artist.
Mm-hmm.
The moment after you create it, you are already in the space of I can make something better than this."
True.
Which can make discourage you from putting it out. Can you recall going through something like that, or at least can you speak to your perspective on something like that, at least in your experience?
Yeah, I think our brains are trained in our world to challenge impulsivity. Like, we're like, don't do that yet. Think about it.
Mm,
Like, don't punch the gas until you've assessed for traffic, right? And I think with music, sometimes we don't have to call it impulsiveness, but I think like, you like it right now, release it. Not, I don't mean DSPs per se, but I mean like,
right.
expel yourself of it. Like,
Yeah.
because that feeling of creating something that you are satisfied with is fleeting.
Yeah.
I am sitting on hundreds of songs that I just never released.
Yeah.
And some of them I should have. Some of them, their prime has passed in my heart.
Yeah.
It's like, now I'm not releasing them.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll have a show where I play unreleased songs,
Yeah.
but no, that's not good. It's not getting on the resume on Spotify.
Yo, somebody mentioned something to me, like, and I will have to double check whether it's true, but it checks off with all the other research and experiences that I've had. About how like when you recite something or a song that that represents a time and space that you're no longer in,
Mm.
or would have naturally progressed out of, it can actually keep you there.
Yeah.
Which to me, it kind of indicates why certain artists, myself included, be like, I'm not performing that song anymore.
Yeah. That's real.
Does that line up with your experiences too?
Yes. However, I would say more often I utilize it to transport me back to that place.
Yeah, facts.
It's like a doorway to nostalgia.
Yeah,
Like, you want to go back there and access it for whatever reason,
yeah,
to collect data, to learn from it, to reflect on it, to grow from it. I can take myself and you to that place
yeah,
with 3 minutes of
yeah,
singing.
yeah,
That's pretty powerful.
yeah. That's a fact, though. It is powerful.
Yeah.
Word. Message. All right, um, so whether it's, you can take a moment too if you haven't already thought about this, but just from what I know about you, you probably have. Um, if you were to have a living vision board or a snapshot in what you um like what's on your vision board of an art, being an artist, if you would just take a snapshot of a moment in time of like where you were like, in the best case scenario, this is where what I'm doing will end up landing me at.
Mm.
If you were to map out a scenario or a situation, what would that look like to you? Just to have a moment of vulnerability.
Um, to preface, I am learning day by day on my artist path that it becomes and is less about the end goal for me every day and more about what am I doing right now in the present.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's also like a mental health practice, is like
Yeah.
it keeps me mindful of like you're in this moment, whether I'm on stage, can't really be anywhere else.
Yeah.
Gotta focus on the music, so
Yeah. Like what? Even like if it's like a certain kind of production while you're
I'm
performing.
trying, am I being evasive?
No, no, no. Just
I
I'm just
wanna,
adding some more,
yeah,
details into it in case you're interested in that.
yeah, aw. Um, so it's the way I approach it from a workflow perspective is I pick a project that feels like an appropriate level up for the capacity that I have,
Mm.
and then I attack that. So instead of like I I'm not like living in a place of a long-term goal. I'm like I want to level up by doing a show with live instrumentation. Go for that. Like smart goals. I tell my clients about that. Um uh like simple, attainable, time bound, all these like whatever.
I like that.
It's just like keeping your goals like reasonable so that
Yeah.
you can actually attempt and
Yeah.
accomplish. So that's how I go about things, is like, oh, I want to do an EP. I'm ready for that now. Go all in on the EP.
Yeah.
Then it kind of fizzles for a bit. I take a little breather. Then I'm like, I'm going to do a show, whatever.
Yeah.
I honestly, if I'm being just like my real self and like honest and vulnerable, I always think about a colors show as a metric.
A colors show.
Yeah, do you know the colors
Oh, that's a fact.
word? Because
I like that.
I that's the right environment for me.
Yeah, I think so too.
So I'm like, if they find me and I can do that, I'll be pretty satisfied with myself for the time being.
Yeah.
But once you do that, you're like, oh fuck, what else can I do?
What's next? What else am I made of?
Bring it.
Yeah, I think part of that is just like I think a good amount of that is, healthy. It's like human nature, you know, like, you know, you took care of that. What else is possible?
Yeah. I also like to I utilize like this motto mantra of like I like to play up. My dad always used to say to me when I was playing in soccer, like I would say like we won or I scored, and he was like, yeah, but the team that you played was like the grade below you, and like all the girls were 4 foot
Mm.
two. And I'd be like, oh yeah, and he'd be like, Molly, you only learn from playing up. Play a team that's better than you. Get your ass beat and learn from that.
Ooh, he was spitting.
My
Somebody put a
dad's,
beat on.
rest in peace. My G, for real.
R.I.P. Big dog.
Word.
You did good, kid. You did good.
Thanks.
Yeah. Word. Okay, cool. So the EP. Can you tell us a little bit about your EP? Kind of like of course, like let us know like maybe like some of the some of the vibes or influences or the space you were in when you were making it, and how you hope the project came across, and then we'll get into more of the weeds.
Okay. Um, I actually need to credit someone for that. Um, I met my manager. We're working out sort of what that means for us
Yeah.
particularly, but he is a major influence and inspiration for me, and he serves as a spiritual manager
Yeah.
throughout.
Yeah.
And he lives in
That's
Lagos,
beautiful.
Nigeria,
Yeah.
and we've done all of our work together remotely, virtually. But he was the one who was like, "It's time for you to put out a project," and I could not have motivated and put it together and felt like I could unless he was present. So shout out OD. That's my guy for real.
OD, shout out to you, big dog.
Um,
You're doing God's work, kid.
Word. He is
Word.
keeping me in line.
You know what I'm talking about? We all need that.
Yeah. So he's just like he like really got me through that. But yeah, it was just time. It was time for a project, and I had enough stuff that I would feel confident about. I did my first rap track on
Oh, you
the
was rapping those? Oh
EP.
yeah, that's a fact. You was flowing on that though.
Yeah, I was. It's true. Straight flowing, bro.
I was
I was indeed.
actually. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a banger. But yeah, I just felt confident, and part of that was him backing me. Part of that was like, okay, I have 8 singles out. Like, let's make it happen.
Yeah.
Like, you need something else. And let's think about what. The name for the project had been in the works for since the very beginning. I actually announced an EP on Instagram like 4 years ago, and then never did I never released
Hilarious.
it. I wasn't ready to, and
Funny.
it just was like, nah, you're not ready.
Yeah.
Just excited.
It'd be like that.
So 4 years later, like, yeah, I've put in the work. I've put in the work. It's the same name that I had 4 years ago, which was Love Notes, which is a double entendre, if you
Yeah.
will. I mean, yeah, it's like notes, love notes, like I'm writing love notes, and then love notes, like singing love notes.
I never thought about that.
Yeah.
That's pretty hard.
Thank
I
you.
thought you were saying it was a association with Death Notes. You heard the anime Death Notes?
No.
Oh.
So anyway, cheers. Yeah. Mhm. So the intro or the outro, sorry. Is it the intro or the outro? I can't remember.
Both.
Intro? But there's a track called Love Notes. And it's about me. I was gonna say a woman, it's me.
Yeah.
Crumpling up love notes and throwing them in the garbage. It's about never sending them, but all the songs are love notes.
Yeah, I do a moment of silence for that.
Right. That marinate.
Vibe check.
Vibe check.
Nah. Shout
Yeah,
out to
we
Open
good.
Thoughts. I love
We
that
good.
podcast. Yeah, so yeah, man. Yo, I appreciate you joining us.
Me too.
Yeah. Check out Molly's. You can check out Molly's work on all streaming platforms. You can look her up on Spotify. You can look her up on Shindig.
What the heck is that?
I just made that up. But yeah, man. And then check her out on her show, the 25th, man, if you're in the New York area. And if you're not, fly in, man.
Yeah, book a flight.
Stop being cheap. Fly in, bro.
Your bougie ass.
Come on, dog. Anyways. Word, man. Yeah, we out of here.
October 25th, 8 p.m. First live in Bushwick. $10 advance, 15 at the door. Flights should be cheap. It's soon.
Yeah, bro. It's like 500. Come on.
500.
You ain't got $500? What are you doing?
In this economy, you should have at least $500.
What are you talking about?
Emergency fund.
What are your savings? Your retirement. 403B. What you gotta do?
403B.
Get your priorities right. Nah, let me stop. All right. Catch y'all later.
Later.
Good times.
Okay.